Shedeur Sanders, son of Deion Sanders, is one of the top quarterback prospects in this year's draft. Granted, it doesn't exactly seem to have the strength of the quarterback class from last year, where we saw so many first-rounders go and have success immediately on the field. But now Shedeur Sanders' draft stock seems to be falling. Now, some of that is a result of different teams making moves and solidifying their quarterback spot either in free agency or via trade. But some of it also reportedly is due to Shedeur Sanders' attitude in meeting with some of these teams. But despite the number one overall projected pick still being Cam Ward by most people, another black quarterback, ESPN analyst Ryan Clark, who always looks at the quarterback position only one way, in black and white, has said that, there's another reason behind this. There's another reason Shedeur Sanders' draft stock is falling, and it's because he's black. Shedeur Sanders' draft stock is falling due to the color of his skin, says ESPN's Ryan Clark. And I guess it shouldn't really be a surprising take from Ryan Clark, who consistently has shown his true colors when talking about the color of quarterbacks, whether it's about Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson in the MVP discussion, or now talking specifically about Shedeur Sanders. But let's hear him speak for himself right here.
Know that they plant these certain reports or they say these certain things, and you do hear the word arrogant. Why is he arrogant? Because he won't walk into the meeting and bend the knee, or he won't sit in the meeting and question himself or his abilities or his knowledge and experience in the game. I don't believe that that's arrogance. I want a quarterback that's self-assured. I want a quarterback that could cut the film on, and when you ask him a question about why did you make this mistake, or why did you make this throw, or why was this the right read, I want him to be able to regurgitate that to me like he's in the play at the moment, the same way a coach or an offense coordinator would, because that's what he's going to have to do. And I've had conversations with Shedeur Sanders, and he can do that.
Now, before he finishes, I just want to point out, multiple teams who interviewed Shedeur Sanders kind of described him that way, as very brash and arrogant, and they didn't really like the way that their meeting went with him. I think that has a lot more to do with Shedeur Sanders being the son of Deion Sanders. We've seen that type of behavior in Colorado. And you know what? When they're winning and you're flashing your watch and you're making these plays and you're winning, it comes off as, okay, I can see that, talk the talk, walk the walk. When you're losing, it comes off a little bit different way. So when we saw Colorado struggle at times over the past couple of years with Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, of course he got more criticism for that because of the way he was acting. And it would have been the same way if, Johnny Manziel, right? Johnny Manziel was brash and cocky and arrogant. You know what? When they were winning, it was probably good. When they were losing, he was going to get a lot of shit for the way that he was acting. However, those same concerns were out about Johnny Manziel back in the day, and apparently rightly so. So the idea that what he's about to say is about race is bullshit, especially when you consider Cam Ward, his meetings went great. He's not considered brash or arrogant. His draft stock isn't falling. He's also black.
We all know that it's not just about him being Deion Sanders' son. It's about the bravado he carries. It's about the fact that he looks a certain way. It is about the fact that the color of his skin sometimes at that position can be questioned. And I believe Shedeur Sanders is going to have to deal with that until he gets on the field. Now
look, to say that the color of your skin can sometimes be questioned. When we look at the top paid quarterbacks, even with Josh Allen's new contract, I think I initially said that $65 million. I think it's $55 million per year for Josh Allen. Still the highest paid quarterback in the NFL is Dak Prescott, who is black, by the way. Highest paid quarterback in the NFL. You look at Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. Like, all of these guys also have contracts over $50 million per year. Go back to the Deshaun Watson. Everyone's regretting that, but go back to that Deshaun Watson. You look at some of the top paid quarterbacks in the NFL, a lot of them are black quarterbacks. So can we please let this stuff go? Especially when you have another black quarterback at the top of this draft class in Cam Ward, who is still projected to go at the top or near the top. His draft stock is not falling, and he's not being described the same way as Shedeur. Maybe they're different people. Maybe they have different attitudes, but they're both black. You're saying the color of his skin is the reason this is happening. And of course, Ryan Clark predictably is getting crushed for this. And rightly so, because this is all Ryan Clark ever does. He makes it specifically at the quarterback position all about race, and people are tired of it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.